Government officials are addressing the public, following an officer-involved shooting in which Trooper Jason accidentally shot and killed Anthony James. We will now show the moment when that incident occurred.
Alright, driver of the black Hellcat, step out of the vehicle with your hands up, nothing in your hands. Walk back to the sound of my voice. Hands up in the air. Hands up in the air. We will explain this after we're done. What the flip?
Following a review, Vermont State Police investigators stated that Trooper Jason accidentally shot and killed Anthony James during the encounter. With the investigation now underway, government officials are preparing to address the public and provide an official statement.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This event has been highly requested. So as y'all know, on the 7th of February, 2026, a officer discharged and fired his weapon at a suspect. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give what we have been told and what has happened, and then after that we will have the either panel behind me if they have questions, or if civilians sitting in the crowd have any other questions. So there is a traffic pursuit, and a officer was not using his firearm correctly at all, and he did not have his safety on. And when pursuit started, everything was going normal. Pursuit was perfectly fine, and then suspect got pulled over. Suspect crashed. He got out, and suspect disregard officer discharged his firearm, and again didn't have his safety on, had his finger on the trigger, and he accidentally pulled that trigger, putting a lethal round through the victim's head, ultimately killing the victim on scene. He was pronounced dead at 17:55 by EMS crews, and then again by the medical examiner again at 18:15. We have reached out to the family and gave them compensation for what has gone on. They did not request any sort of court case to be filed. We gave the money out of the kindness of our hearts. The only thing they did request was this panel of representatives coming to talk. So, if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and ask them now. No questions heard. Okay. So again, we from the governmental side we have apologized to the family from what we could do. We're basically the ones who are in charge of making sure everyone is properly trained, but that comes from what reports we get from the department by themselves. We had a report that he was perfectly trained, certified, and everything, and apparently that was not well. Officer is currently on unpaid suspension, and termination is currently being processed, in addition to a $75,000 fine, and he will be put to trial on the 30th of February 2026. Court case starting at 1100, and it will end at, well, we don't know when it ends, but 1100 February 30th 2026. The public is open to attending that trial. If you would like to input a statement, if you would like to represent, whatever. But that's all I have.
As stated by government officials, the Vermont State Police officer involved will face trial. When the trial begins, Vermont News will provide live coverage. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time.